So welcome everybody. This is Jack Hotman, and most of you guys know me by now, I think. Um, I'm an internet marketer, and when you start off, you're always looking for new clients, and even when you are in business and you seem to have enough clients, you want to have better paying clients. So you always need do clients acquisition. And which of you guys were not yesterday on the Lead Tracker Jack webinar? So was everybody yesterday on the Lead Tracker Jack webinar last night? Put a yes and a no in the chat box so I know. I was not. Stu. Carrie was. Yeah, I remember you. So Rick was not. So okay. So I see a couple of yeses and a couple of no's. So today I wanted to tell you a little bit of the background of Lead Finder Jack and how the program works. So I'm a big fan from the 80-20% rule, and the 80-20% rule implies that 20% of your effort results in 80% of your results. And why is that? Because you are doing an action but has a high probability of success. For example, if you want to fish in the ocean, you can try it at any place, but there is also a smart way that you're going to fish where the fishes are. So there are radar system in place and other high technical tools which knows here's good to fish and where you need to try to catch fishes. And actually this is the same in Google. So if you look up Google, and let me try to share the screen. Do you guys see Google Chrome now? Do you see google.com now? Yes, okay. So which niche do you want go after? So type in your favorite niche which you want to prospect. Emergency plumbers. Any other niches you want to prospect? I see Carrie, emergency plumbers. Shall we that take tonight? Okay, so let's take emergency. See plumbers. Okay. So let me make that screen a little bit more visible. So Google, as you probably know, has sections. It shows the ad on the top. It shows the ad on the right. It shows natural search below the paid ad. It shows Google Places result, and it shows natural search below Google Places. Which clients would you like to go to do business with? So type in the chat box which type of clients you like to do business with, where you would like to do the marketing for. I see AdWords spenders. Other IDs. So I think the consensus of you guys is AdWords spenders. Once who already spent money on the internet. Yes. So you were not yesterday on the call, but you are right in the point. You want to go after business who are already spending money, who have a marketing budget and has probably the service in place, but are looking for more customers, for more clients. So those businesses who do paid advertising, those are the business you want to go after, and those are plenty. You can only do that much in a day. So if you go after those, you're fishing at the right place. And then you go in a certain niche. Okay. So what Lead Finder Jack does is you define your niche, you enter your keywords, and it looks all those websites for more detailed information. Takes the URL from the ad, it goes to the website, and then it finds the email and it finds all other kind of information on the internet which you can use to prospect that business. Does that make sense? Yes. That is the way how to prospect. So let me show Lead Finder Jack. Okay, I need to change screen again. Does everybody see Lead Finder Jack screen now? Okay, I got a lot of yeses. So, Lead Finder Jack prospect business in a very easy way which are spending money on the internet. It is split up in campaigns, company, search, and the emails. First, you define a campaign which give a name and you enter the keywords and the city. That determines which niche and in which city you go after. Then you go search and you search for that niche, for that campaign to find. So what we actually did tonight is say we did plumber, and then we have to plumber, and that is keyword plumbing. I don't need too many keywords, otherwise it will take too long. Then you add the location, let's say Boca Raton. And that is the campaign plumber. You search for those with those two keywords in this city, and then you save it. Okay, and then you go to search, you select that campaign plumber, and you select the related company, which country, which will get moved to the campaign later on, and then you press search. So what Lead Finder Jack does for you, it go after those ads with the keywords you just used, find those business who are advertising and get the email address. Does everybody get this step? And it's all on the background. So there's no, it's very easy to do. So I see a lot of yeses. Okay, so Lead Finder Jack is doing this all for you. And let me summarize a little bit what it does for you. It selects the emails. It selects it finds if they have a social presence on the website. It selects, so in Google you can rank in AdWords, in Places, and in Natural Search. Here you can select for that keyword if it was ranking or not on Natural. So if they advertise in Google AdWords and not ranking SEO, and if you are an SEO company, you can help them. It also gets reviews from Google Plus, and you can sort them. So if you do reputation marketing, you want to approach businesses who are advertising on Google and have a bad review. Okay, so that is part of that. Let's see how far the search is. You see it searches up to 100 pages, and if it is green, all the pages are searched, and half of them about Lead Finder Jack will find an email. Okay, so if you're still busy, I think none. So that's why probably it's not safe yet. But let me get this going. Okay, next, another part of the Lead Finder Jack is emails. And with emails, but within Lead Finder Jack, you can send out emails, and you can set up your own email profile. So you can white label those emails, and then you can make up templates to use to sending those emails. For example, mobile. If you modify that, you can use tokens in the email and have them, sent via the software like an autoresponder. Looks like this is done. So you see now I selected plumber and I got this result. Okay. So the first probably I want to select my best emails. You can do one at one, but if you are in a hurry, so you can auto select emails and then only select the best looking emails according to an algorithm. Okay, then let's say you want to target businesses which do reputation marketing. So you say you want to select on good or less reviews. So now you found two companies. Home Advisor is a big company. I don't know if you want to target that, but you can click on it. You click on the URL and you will see how big and what the company does to see if that is a good business to market. Okay? Or you want to make some fast money and check if they have a mobile website, and if they not, you just select a mobile, filter no, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? 8 of those companies do not have a mobile website, and they're spending $1,000 on AdWords. Can you believe that? How high they in need are to have a mobile website created? Because for plumbers, if you are in a hurry, you don't run to the desktop. You look at your mobile phone to call a plumber company. And you can use that to market your service. And once you're doing a good job, you build up credibility, and this will help with getting more clients and more jobs from that company. So you say, they're going to trust you and say, by the way, do you need more clients? I can help you with that. And then you can set up a pay-per-call contract where you get paid for each call, and let's say you get $40 for each call, and it costs you $20 to generate that call. Does anybody has a question about those filters settings? Is everything so far clear? Yes, Carrie, thank you. So here's the bad news, guys. The bad news is it is not more complicated than this. We can speak for an hour about the software which does a lot in the background, but it's really easy to use. But one thing that I want to show you is, we spoke about those emails and that we go after mobile, and you created those mobile emails and you put them in, mobile send in 0 and 5 days, or I want to send them in 4 days, and you press save. So now you have connected the autoresponder to the campaign, and it's now in test mode, but if I click on that, it will go to live mode and I can start the campaign. So you see that if I click on live mode, then you can say I want to send it to my user email, and I want to also send to the company. And if I select no start campaign, those businesses get an email. And how we define it, they get an email today and they get an email in 4 days. Everything tracked by the software. And once you get a reply back, you can update that information in Notes. So you can have this first contact, the last name, everything is in for each company is available. So let me, do you want me to send an email to those companies? So you want to press start campaign, and then it's coding send. Okay, I don't know what it is, but probably because you need to set up a proper email profile, otherwise it gives an error. So that is how easy it is. You select, you modify, you create those templates, and you switch to live mode, and then you start the campaign. And you want to make sure that you selected I don't know why this show auto select. So that is, you want to select the best email address and then start campaign. Do we need to check those email boxes? Yes, you do, but there's a way. If you have a list from 50, it might be too much work. You can auto select those emails, and it will select the most logical email based on based on the information we built up in the past. So we don't send to privacy email, so we found out that feedback has a higher chance to get a response than service and contact. Okay. Yes, I think I will do a replay or make a short training video. I'm not sure about that yet, because as you guys know, this is not official release yet, so I need to be very careful what I put out there. So you are really, have the opportunity to use it before everybody else. Okay, yes, I will. I need to create the training videos anyway. We're still updating, some features. So I'm waiting that those features are implemented, so I don't need to redo those videos every time. So, and there are a lot of features which I can go over it, but makes use a little bit more complicated if you don't need those features, but it has a lot of small features. Like, you can select a company. Second. If you go back to Plumber, those are all the companies, and you can select OK, and then you can see what information is available, and you can update that information. Insert, it's here country selection, but that country selection moves to the campaign keywords, because here is where you enter the location and also belongs to country with it. Then you can search in Google, or you can also search in the database from this Lead Finder Jack, so it add both results. Then you can say, okay, I want 2-page deep or deeper. 2-page deep is well enough for Google AdWords. And then you can say, I want to only do ads, or I want to search in Google Maps, or I want to search also in places. And then we are going to add a new filter that you can filter on that result. So if you say, if they are ranking places and you are good in AdWords, you can promote, more leads, and you can use AdWords. So there are a couple of different angles to use them. So all kind of possibilities. And the tutorials is empty yet. But this is coming once the features are set. Okay. Any other question? Are we able to place a link in the emails? Yes, you are able to place a link in the emails. So if you go a link, it's like an HTML, it's like a website. You can put a link in this, and it's like you can use HTML code for that. So it got an, yes, it is. And that's yes. So as you guys know, maybe most business owners are busy and they might not respond with the first email, but but if you provide some content and good converting emails, they will respond to you, and you have enough information to speak about it. So I think that works pretty good. We are working on, we are testing now email templates which are proven to work, so you will get some good examples in a couple of weeks. But I'm sure if you subscribe to other emails or so, you can come up with an own good email by yourself. Any other questions? So basically that is it. There's no excuse that you cannot get new clients with this Lead Finder Jack. So if you send out 50 emails per day with an email template which has some thought in it, you should be able to get more clients. Is there a way to use our emails? At this point, no. We will add that feature. I think I'm more an 80-20% rule. The most important thing is to write good emails with a good subject line, and a good subject line determines more or less if the email gets opened. But you will, if you concentrate on a certain niche, and you advertise in multiple cities, and you test out some new emails and Some will lead to conversion and some do not. And if you know which email was sent and had a conversion, you can use that information to prospect other customers. So let's pick another niche. In a campaign, you start with a campaign, you create a new one. Let's say this time we do roofer, and we add roofer as keyword, and let's say the city is Boca Raton. Okay, so let's add this keyword and let's add that location, and you press save. So now you have a new campaign called roofer. The next step you want to do, you want that the program is going after that information. You're in the United States and you only want to look at ads. So now for one keyword, it goes to Google search. It finds all those companies who are advertising with the keyword roofer in Boca Raton. And now the software program Lead Finder Jack is getting all that information from those companies. Irfan, does that make sense? How simple it is? So I haven't shown every feature. Personally, I like this one a lot, and you guys didn't see it probably because you have a small screen. You see this guy, this button, select your niche, and you can select any predefined niche, which I'm going to fill out in the background. And let's say you want to dentist as your niche, and select OK. It automatically fill out the keywords, and you only fill out the city where you want to target, and then you put dentist and you press save. So every child can now prospect. We'll be able to add keywords for predefined niches. Not at this moment, Kerry. Yes, you can, but you cannot save them. So if you do modify and you select your niche, bail about, you can say bail bond companies, and you add this keyword. So you can add keywords and then save it. But as a set, you cannot save it yet. Yeah, I know. It's so Kerry, where I'm thinking on is that you can clone campaigns, and we haven't implemented yet. So let's say you have a great niche, you know which keyword works, and you want to use it in multiple cities. And instead of create or modify, let's say you have an option clone, something like that, and then you can easily clone what is working for other cities. Sorry to clarify if I'm not about emails to send and available email means. Sorry to clarify, I'm not sure about what emails to send and available emails means. So let's pick a niche. Plumber. Are you talking about this screen, Irfan? No, as this is the other screen. Which this one? Oh, this. Okay. I got it. So here in the left hand side, you enter the keywords. On the right hand side, you enter which email template you want to use to get sent. Okay, so maybe we should say available email template and which email template to send. So those are, when you go back to emails, those are those emails which you can create and modify to use to send in your campaign. Okay, so then you go back to campaigns, modify campaign, and those are the same emails which you can use for your campaign to get sent. So we selected two, mobile, so I can also deselect them. You see, not only mobile gets sent, but let's put back mobile on one of the email template to send, and it gets sent after 4 days, but I like actually 4 days. So now mobile gets sent right away, and mobile 2 email template gets sent after 4 days. Does that make sense, Irfan? And if you have your template works and you want to go after other niche, after other cities on the same niche, you can basically use the same template. And in official release, we will provide you with good converting templates, but I'm sure you can make up some by yourself. Any other questions? I like your questions, so they help, I think, with the explanation how Lead Finder Jack works. So what are you guys thinking of the software? How many licenses? The license is related to your email address and your computer. So it's very protected. Not at this point, Eva. There's no tracking made that emails, or they have been sent, yes, but not that they have been opened. So if you go to emails and dashboard, here you see all the emails that has been sent. Okay, and if you go on company level, they will also show up here. So on company level which email has been sent, and they will show up here. And if you say, okay, for this company I sent an email and I want to pause it, you can, or I want to stop it, no more emails will get sent in the future to that company within the software. So if they respond, you don't need to send more prospecting emails. Okay, I missed the part. You explain the selection from where to search ads and apps. Okay, in search, you select your campaign, and in the campaign you have defined the keywords and the city, and later on you will also define the country. Now you have 3 options. You can search only on the ads Google. So if you go back here, let's try to share screen. There's always a risk. You can say, okay, only search on the ads, okay, and get those URLs and get all that information. Or you can also search on the Google Places, or you can search on the natural search, okay, all with the same keywords and city. And with that information, you can determine how you're going to prospect them. Okay? Thanks, Tim. So perhaps you could use an email service provider that can track openings. Yeah, so My programmer has 30 years of experience, so I'm sure he will find a solution, but we haven't implemented yet, but it will come at one time, okay? So Lead Finder Jack. So let me tell me about Lead Finder Jack, okay? How my company works. Lead Finder Jack is not a typical WSO product. You know, it will get released probably the first weeks as in WSO, but it is more an evergreen product which will last, you know, for a long time, because finding leads is something that we will need, you know, for a long time. So I partnered up with my partner in 2008, Eric Linders, and he has more than 30 years experience in programming. So we have other products together developed, but since December 2012 we decided to create this. This was an idea for me. You know, I think since 2009 I always had this in my mind, but I never took action to get it created. And once I was, you know, almost done with Lead Tracker Jack, I decided that Lead Finder Jack was a good ad for my members to find new clients. So they fit well together. So you can use it for local marketing, you can make some fast cash with it, you can get a foot in the door, and once you build up that trust, you can offer, you know, the pay-per-lead service. So now you can find business who are already spending money which you want to speak with, and you can find their weak points, help them out, and now you say, by the way, I can send you also more leads. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to find them in an effective, very fast way and prospect them. All within the software. You know, if you had to do this manually, which you probably most time you're not finding an email address on the website, and this software does half of the time. So you get much better results in maybe 1/100th of the time. Does that make sense? So Wolfio guys, type in yes if you have installed Lead Finder Jack yet. Okay, I see yeses. See yes. Okay, I see only yeses at the moment. And today we released a new version. I think it's now hidden behind that button. I think it's 23 or so. So if you go to search, you see those countries. So go to search, and do you see those countries now? That is the latest version. Does everybody has installed the latest version? Okay, I see only yeses, and I think a couple of you guys don't know. Do we just have to click refresh? Don't know. No. So if you go to settings, if you start up Lead Finder Jack, after a minute it will show a notification that there is an update. Okay. If you are not sure, because if you click away that message, you go to settings, and an update message will show here. Okay. So if you can install it from here. If you are using Norton, you might face a software update problem. So actually we're working with Norton, and they approve every release within 2 days from us now. So we are in good standing with them. It used to be much harder. Okay, so but I haven't heard that feedback yet from your guys, but I had that in the past. So that's how the latest version works. Do you get emails from the... One second. Do you get the emails from the website? Yes, I do. Mine looks different. Should I close and then open again? Now you should go to settings and see which version you have. And we are still working on new updates. So I'm not saying that we update every day, but every couple of days we have some updates, because we still have ideas to add before the launch. And also we get feedback in the Facebook group, and as long as they make sense and it's not too time consuming, we adding those. And every feedback we get, we add anyway on a feature list, and they will be implemented sooner or later. Okay, Stu. So if you have an error message, then send a support ticket to. Let me put it here. Support at leadfinderjack.com. Okay. So Stu, if you got such kind of message, explain which steps you have taken that you got this message, okay? Because that's important too, that we can reproduce the problem. When we run on a search only, I think it shows if a company has a mobile website already. Yes, it does. So if you go to campaigns, you can filter on has the mobile filter, yes or no, and that will help you. If you bought the instant mobile machine, this is golden information. Any other questions? So with can we feed, I don't know, can we feed, you mean can we enter domain names? Can we feed leads? When you go, we just added that feature, or let's see where we did that. Manual domain, you see here you can enter multiple domains of URLs, so then it will search also those domains, and it will fetch all the related information. That is how you add more leads, which you don't want to find via keyword, but in another way. The mobile check, I have not found any example which is not accurate. So we had a lot of work to get it right, but we found a way that it is accurate. It's not like, some mobile website checkers, they check if the domain name changed with an MW or something like that. This works much more intelligent. So if you have a website, Tim, and you see lead finder Jack is not correct, send it to us. But to our testing, we have not found any website what is not accurate. But it's it has a missed yes or no judgment. Could you collect phone number? Yeah, yes. So we do. If you go to company, we have also the phone number, so you can also call them if you want. Any other questions? So actually, I don't know, I have it prepared. Well, can somebody put a link in from Facebook from Lead Finder Jack Beta in the chat box, please? Can somebody put a link in from Facebook from Lead Finder Jack Beta? See if I not to get response from Lead Finder Jack from Facebook. The Facebook link. Yeah, yes. Thank you, Carrie. See if I can copy that. Okay, would you guys do me a favor and go to the Facebook Lead Finder Jack group? If you are not already there, go please there and comment on what you have learned tonight and what you like and didn't like. So others who couldn't attend get a snap from the experience, and it creates also bonding with other members, which helps to grow also your business. So any other questions which I didn't answer? You can all so if I did not put them in this Facebook group, and I will after the training webinar, I will go over there and I will answer those. So with that, I thank you for your time, and please okay, the support email, it's actually very simple. So it started with support and then leadfinderjack.com. So support@leadfinderjack.com. Okay. But for now, I would like that you go to Facebook and leave your IDs, your experience of Lead Finder Jack. And I also looking for, for testimonials. I need some testimonials for the official launch, and I really appreciate if you could shoot me video testimony. That would be the best. So that will help others to understand where can we send the testimonials to the support ticket, please, and I will reward you. I'm really looking for testimonials, so other users, other people who don't know Lead Finder Jack will better understand what the software is able to do. Thanks to, I appreciate that. Is there a pro version? What you see now is a pro version, and there will be a standard version. And the standard version, I have not determined what will be the standard version, what will be in the pro version. But the ones who submit a video and great testimonials will get the pro version. So thanks, Kerry, for your time. So please visit the Facebook group, and I'd like to see you over there and leave your impression. Can only do text one. Yeah, Judy, I understand. Some people are not familiar with creating videos. I had to learn it also a half year ago. So I appreciate if you put it in text testimonials. That would be great. And some guys are very good in videos, and that is a plus. Yeah, so we have two Facebook groups. We have a Lead Tracker Jack Facebook group, and we have a Lead Finder Jack Beta Facebook group. So this belongs to Lead Finder Jack Beta Facebook group. So okay. So hope this this was worth your time. I'm very excited to see get you some results, and see you in the Facebook group. Thank you so much.